All right. Welcome back to RPG Quest, and we are back. Game 508, which is Lord of the Rings Tactics on the PSP. We finished the game once, we've got to finish it again. Play the Mordor side. Beat that in like 12, 13 hours, practically. Now we gotta play the Fellowship side. I mean, it's pretty damn fast. You can play a tactics game in like 13 hours for like one, one side of the thing. How's it going, everybody? Happy Boxing Day. It's probably not. I guess outside of Canada and like Europe, or at least UK, it's probably not a common thing. But post day, post day holiday after Christmas, get a 4 day weekend. It's awesome. How's it going, Naka? How's it going, Baines? Arietta, hello. Ratu, Amaryllis, welcome back. Welcome back to this. Golem's waiting for us. We beat the hobbitses. We defeated them. Now we got to. Now we gotta. I guess the Fellowship playthrough is going to be closer to the actual main story in terms of like how everything's going to progress. Except we're probably going to kill the same dudes over and over, like in the Mordor side. I don't know how many times we killed Gandalf there, like at least 10. But now they're dead. Loading. Yeah, whatever. It was like 13 hours, like including learning the games. Now that we kind of learned the game, I'm sure this second playthrough will be like we'll probably get the entire game done in sub 25 hours easily. Unless there's a lot of grinding, a little more grinding on the Fellowship side, but I doubt it. See if we get some more VOD mutes. Not a surprise we got some VOD mutes on the previous one. Lord of the Rings musics tend to get a lot of content ID claims. All right, let's start the timer. Let's get into it. I guess we don't load. You can't like load or no. It just goes back to the end when we load. It's like 100% completion, but you can still keep playing for some reason if they wanted to. I don't know how the hell the in-game time is so off of my time. Like, according to this, it's like 8 hours. Like, how the hell did I get 8 hours? I didn't do like a whole bunch of reloads or anything like that. So I don't know where it's getting the 8 hours. Alright, the Fellowship. Yeah, that's not too hard. Stick it on medium.
Much that once was is lost. It began with the forging of the great rings, for within these rings was bound the strength and will to govern each race. But they were all of them deceived. In the land of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring to control all others. Sauron, the enemy of the free peoples of Middle-earth, was defeated.
Hooray, and game over.
Passed to Isildur, who had this one chance to destroy evil forever.
And he screwed it up.
But the hearts of men
Good job, Isildur.
are easily corrupted. And the
Mordor
has a will of its own. It betrayed Isildur to his death.
until the hobbitses found
became
it.
legend. Legend became myth. And for 2,500 years, the ring passed out of all knowledge. Until, when chance came, it ensnared a new bearer.
My precious.
There are markings. It's some form of Elvish. I can't read it.
The language is that of Mordor, which I will not utter here. In the common tongue, it says, one ring to rule them all. One ring to find them.
One ring to bind them all. And in the darkness
binds them. They are one, the ring and the Dark Lord. Frodo, you must never find it. Get out of the Shire. Make for the village of Bree.
Bree. What about you?
I'll be waiting for you.
and he'll die repeatedly. Aragorn, man, that looks nothing. I guess they couldn't get the likenesses for the actual like cast of these models. And this one's the only one that looks kind of like Elijah Woods. Alright, that's good. Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Gandalf, and Sam and Frodo. True shots. Durin Wrath. I wonder if this one actually works. I know when I was with Lutz, he had like an ability, it was like a plus 25% chance to hit and plus 5 damage or whatever, and it literally like I had like 80% chance to hit before using this, and I used it and it missed. It's like, any way you look at it, plus 25% chance to hit should have been a guaranteed hit there, so it seemed like it was broken. It probably doesn't add 25%, it probably just takes 25% of the chance to hit. So it would have been like a 20% chance. So I don't know if True Shot is broken or not, like that other one is. Wizard Smite, yeah. That was annoying when the PC was using that constantly with Gandalf. So annoying, constantly stunning our dudes. The hobbits don't get any abilities right off the bat. Dunedain Wrath. Melee attack does plus 10 damage. Alright. Weathertop. Are we gonna do all the same maps, but just on the opposite side this time? Hit the Witch King for 30 points of damage. This one, considering in this one we get 3 like actual heroes in this one, this will be a lot faster to like grind if we need to grind compared to the Mordor side. The Mordor side we basically started with 2 like level 2 ring wraiths plus the Witch King, which would have been whatever level he was during the story at that point. So we only had like 1 dude that could just try to hit Aragorn. Now we have 3 dudes, so once these guys gain a few levels, I can easily grind this for money. Call this a mine? A mine? We'll end up in Moria very soon. So yeah, these are probably going to be all the same maps. We're just playing the opposite side now.
Are you frightened?
Yes.
Not nearly frightened enough. I know what hunts you. There were once men. Great kings of men. Then Sauron the Deceiver gave to them 9 rings of power. Blinded by their greed, they took them without question, one by one, falling into darkness. And now they are slaves to his will. This was the great watchtower of Amun-Sur. We shall rest here tonight. Ring wraiths, neither living nor dead. At all times they feel the presence of the ring, drawn to the power of the one.
Back, you devils!
They will never stop hunting you.
Oh, but they will. Right. Gotta hit the Witch King for 30 points of damage. It'll be easy enough. I wonder, like, I'm trying to think if in the Mordor side we ever had, like, maps where we had more than, you know, 2 of the, like, of our army. Like, 2 of the actual, like, heroes, quote-unquote, on the map. It's probably gonna happen a lot more with the Fellowship side. We're still gonna get, like, generic mooks, I'm sure, but we're probably gonna get a lot more maps where we get actually, like, 3 or... I don't know if we get 4 at any point, but probably at least 3 of the Fellowship together. Alright. Witch King... Witch King, that one. missed. Dunedain Wrap. Ow. I was getting a little stabbed there. Damn it. Frodo, no! I mean, it's... What Frodo looked like he had Sting there. Should be before he got Sting. God damn it. Maybe better just to restart this one. Definitely did more than 30 damage now. Too bad everybody's dead. You got the Sam. Gimli, Sam, Aragorn, Frodo all got upgraded weapons. Yeah, so same as the last time, you get 400 bucks, so definitely the place to grind money if I need to. Mr. J? Not really. Got our ass handed to us there. Two of the Fellowship died. R.I.P. the Fellowship. So Aragorn, Gimli, Gandalf, Frodo, Legolas. Holy crap, they gave us 5 of the Fellowship. Yeah, you definitely get a lot more, you get a lot more of your dudes all at once on the map in these ones compared to the previous stuff. Oops. Yeah, let's grind some money just to get some stat gains on everybody. Now that we leveled up and got some new weapons and stuff, should be able to get through this one a lot faster. Yeah, it feels like these are going to go faster just by the nature of having your own, like, fellowship. Especially once we get to the point where they start getting all their AoE attacks. We suddenly have, like, 5 dudes on the field that have AoEs. Like, damn, we're going to absolutely massacre everybody on the field. So that'll help a lot. Which of the Lord of the Rings movies is the best? You know, it's been so long. I really need to rewatch them. Like the one I probably enjoyed the most was the Two Towers. The first one didn't really have a lot of action. Two Towers definitely had more, and I haven't watched the Return of the King often enough. I've only watched it like, I don't know, twice. Like every time I try to watch the trilogy, I always kind of peter out by Two Towers and never end up rewatching the Return of the King. Discord movie night. We will have to have a Discord movie night when I play the Wild Arms XF, because that one has a DVD included with it. So I'll have to watch that at one point. You guys getting new skills? We did. Forge of Sam. Target gains a 50% resistance to fear and +1 move for 2 turns. You dig that, Goggity? More of the game of all time. Yeah, it feels like this one will go faster just by the nature of having more of the fellowship in each battle. Versus like when you're playing the Mordor side, I'm trying to think if there was ever any battles where I had more than 2 of the actual heroes on the field at once. This one, I mean, hell, the next mission, I literally have 5 of the heroes, like all the fellowship. Yeah, that's crazy. So, dudes you can actually, like, grind and get, you know, decent money on there. There's Discord movie night, yeah. Oops. Still trips me up every fucking time pressing the circle to, like, confirm. There. Aragorn's pretty buffed now. We got, like, Legolas buffed up, especially with his bow. I'm assuming the strength affects the actual damage with the bow. Okay, so dexterity seems to be the main thing with bows. I'm assuming strength is, I mean, it just says damage you deal on a successful weapon hit. That could include bows, but dexterity specifically mentions slightly improves the damage you deal with ranged weapons. So I'm assuming I mainly want to concentrate on dexterity with Legolas. Speed and dexterity, here's about constitution. Gimli, of course, is going to be like strength and constitution. Speed, just so he has a better chance of like going first. And of course, Gandalf will be like mostly spirit and like spirit. That's about it. Spirit and speed, I guess. Give ourselves a good start with all my characters by grinding money right off the bat. And later on, we could just concentrate on, you know, using the rest of the money for, like, the super attacks once we get those on the Fellowship. There was 18 on the evil side, not counting the bonus missions. There's like 4 or 5 bonus missions across those, which are optional, but I mean, you pretty much want to do them anyways because you'll get, you know, big experience gains, and you'll get weapon and armor upgrades for your characters, which you definitely need to get. So they may be quote unquote optional, but they pretty much aren't. One more damage. Victory! Should do it one more time, just get the hobbits up to level 3. Hey Shiro, how's it going? Welcome to the good side, the goody two-shoes side. Legolas, let's just get him... Oh, I guess we can't. I guess since they didn't hit level 2, they don't have access to those other things yet. I mean, do I really care about the hobbits all that much? I guess just speed. Speed's always good. Alright, good enough. Yeah, well, if it wasn't for Nep coming in with like 80-something votes already, you know, the other games would have had a chance, but yeah, whenever you get like one of the, I guess these ones are completely separate from the other saves, interesting. Oops. Whenever you get, some games come in with previous votes on the fast forward list, it kind of hurts the chance of the other ones, but, you know, gotta make it fair for the games that reappear. Alright, move Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, and Frodo past the troll and off the bridge. Get Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, and Frodo off the bridge. Gandalf will hold off the Balrog. You must get past the troll. Maintain Gandalf's health so you can use magic on the Balrog. Use Gimli as your main tank to occupy Balrog's attention. Alright.
The ring cannot be destroyed by any craft.
Elrond, when do we get to play as Elrond?
The ring was made in the fires of Mount Doom. Only there can it be.
Good old Elrond Smith.
It must be taken deep into Mordor and cast back into the fiery chasm from whence it came.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they reused a lot of the assets to make in the like hour-long credits or whatever the hell they have, they credit a lot of stuff from those previous games, Third Age and Return of the King specifically. So yeah, they clearly took a lot of the
We will
assets.
go through the mines.
So be it.
And very badly optimized. Game runs like ass when you have a lot of stuff on the screen, which you often do.
Be on your guard. There are older and fouler things than orcs in the deep places.
Unit directly in front of the friendly unit will provide a significant armor bonus from missile attacks. Huh. Wasn't aware of that. Where's the Balrog? There it is. I gotta see a Balrog. Okay, so who do we have to get across? Just the... Is there mentioning using Gimli for... Yeah, we have to get them off the bridge. But it says to use, like, use Gimli as your main tank to occupy the Balrog's attention. Well, kind of hard to do if you need to get him off the bridge. You shall not pass. Attack that can't be countered. Attack from stealth causes target to bleed for 2 turns. Hey, Bridge. I am. Did we stun the Balrog? We did! Lord of the Rings will have be on its own subgenre? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't remember them fighting cave trolls while trying to get off the bridge. Durin's Wrath. Damn. Blocked. Could have finished him off this turn, but the game's like, no. Let's stunned him. That's one central. I did, yep. Now we're Kicking some cave troll butt. Okay, he's no longer stunned. Oh, I'm out of mana though. Run! Flee, you fools! Cave troll down! Oops. Yeah, pretty much, right? Got this Gandalf, you got this. Goblin down! No, Gandalf died. This is all lore accurate. Yeah, I know, right? You totally could. You know, I could actually take down the Balrog. You could totally kick his ass. Victory! Unlock the optional level of Darodelf. Yeah, it's basically the exact same stuff. Same optional levels and everything as the other playthroughs, so... Next time Gandalf will show up, he'll be Gandalf the White, right? Level 4 for Frodo. Try hitting it in the head with an axe. Only dwarves would think of that. Running the arena. Totally is. I got the Grace of Valar. Removes all debuffs from a single ally and heals them for a small amount. Yeah. I'm gonna waste my money on that one. Gift the Valar. Same thing, basically. Except increases resistance to fear. I'm assuming the enemy is gonna use fear a lot. That's gonna be their debuff of choice. Never really used it when I was playing the bad guys, but maybe I should. Dwarven Smite, 75% chance to stun a target. Could always be good. I don't know when we're gonna get Gandalf back, so... Okay, the stealth thing is actually pretty good. Expensive, though. He's got that halfling ambush already, so... Since it gives us a bonus thing... It would be good to use the stealth of the Shire on Frodo. Darodelf. range. It's like the scene they added to the movie where he tries to smash the ring. Not lore accurate. Had to show someone at least try. Yeah, exactly right. And who, who'd be the most likely to try that? Because I'm sure people watching the movie who didn't read the book be like, why didn't they just try destroying the thing? Like, why do they need to bring it to Mount Doom? It's like, all right, let's show why they can't just smash it. It's definitely different than the. We didn't have access to trolls when we played this. The other side. Yeah. Stupid birds. They could have just, like, saved us so much trouble, but no. Where did that good guy move? The ranger guy just... He's like, no, I'm just gonna stay put. Damn it, ranger. You messed up my order. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, hell, they could have like, they could have brought him there if they could have brought him out. Like, whatever reason would have prevented them from going to Mount Doom clearly didn't exist after the ring was stolen. Maybe it's just the existence of the ring. Maybe they're just, it, like, scares them or something. I don't know. These trolls are going to be a pain in the ass here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the casual moviegoer wouldn't know the reasons, the lore reasons. Would just be like, well, why didn't they just use the birds? Soldiers staying alive just barely. That's too easy, yeah. Makes sense. No, like I'm pretty sure what happened here is they took some 3D models they had from the other games, the PS2 games, like Third Age and Return of the King specifically, because those are in the credits, and they just downscaled the resolutions and the models just to, like, you know, use them in the PSP game. I mean, this is a super early PSP, so they clearly didn't really have they didn't really have a like a grasp on the hardware yet, kind of thing, right? So. Oops. Well, I'm sure it's just like the GBA game. Both the GBA game at Third Age and this one, they knew they wanted to make the handheld games tactic games. It makes sense, right? Like it's a grab and go thing. You can do like one mission, you know, turn off the system after your bus ride or whatever. It's the perfect kind of game for handhelds. But yeah, they definitely didn't have enough time in the oven there to make the to make good use of the system. If it was better optimized, this game could probably run pretty damn good. But and really, frame rate when it comes to like a tactics turn-based stuff, frame rate is not exactly like super important. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, for sure. Go this way. Kill those two. Have them go this way. Kill these guys. Interrupted. Yeah, something like PPSSPP with like some hacks to make the game run better. Wouldn't be too bad, I guess. I need to press the turbo button on my PSP. That would help. Goblin down. Ranger's gonna die. Nice. Hey, Hunter. How's it going? No, Ranger, you almost survived. Game River, how's it going? Well, it seems like it's could potentially be easier because unlike the Mordor side where pretty much every mission we only had 2 heroes with us, this one it seems like a lot of the missions we're going to have like a good chunk of the Fellowship with us. So once we get access to the big AoE attack spells there, if we have like 3 Fellowship with us, for example, that's like 3 times we can use that instead of like 2 at the most, right? So that'll probably help a lot. It's also going to be easier to grind money because the first map in the Mordor side you only have 1 character that's a hero, the Witch King. So if you want to grind that one, you know, only the Witch King's really doing damage. The other 2 ring wraiths are just level 2. In this one here, the first level, you have 3 heroes, and you need to do like 30 damage to the Witch King, which should be very easy if I need to grind that one. I should be able to easily do that, like, just kill him in like 1 round every time I want to grind money. So that'll definitely speed things up a bit. Level 5 for Frodo. Company might... Yeah, it's probably good to have. I don't know how long this lasts, but... a full party buff. These are the elves. Increase strength and dexterity of Legolas for 2 turns. Yeah, so this one specifies 2 turns, so I'm assuming that the other one is like permanent for the entire match. So that's pretty damn good. Yeah, but I mean, by the time the eye reacts, like, like unless the eye can like shoot lasers out of its eye, eagles can just like swoop in, drop off the dude to the ring, jumping in there, you're done, right? But I mean, sure they're gonna make whatever reasons they can. Okay, Gimli's armor and con resistance to stun, but lowers movement by 1. I guess if he's already in position, it's good to have, but. Heal will be good. Yeah, Storm of Ishtar was nice. There's so many things I want. I want it all. Yeah, the Nazgul with their flying, whatever the hell they are, the wraiths or whatever. Yeah, but I mean, I'm pretty sure like a army on the ground would have a very hard time to catch up to the birds that just flew to the top of Mount Doom, and you know, dump the ring in the crack of Mount Doom within like 5 minutes. Yeah, but how would the eye know where you're going? Even if you knew you were going, you definitely couldn't send an army up there that fast. But yeah, the ring wraiths with their flying dudes, those they could send there, and so yeah. I mean, there's definitely, I'm sure there was definitely lore reasons, but still seems like it'd be very doable. This game, very good? Not really. I mean, this game, I doubt the rating's going to change with the Fellowship run. I've already did a run with the with Mordor side, the evil side. Now we're playing on the Fellowship side. And if I was going to give a rating with the Mordor side, it's basically a 2. It's very, very basic. I mean, it's got some interesting concepts of the whole, like, you know, everybody's moving at the same time. So you're not just doing like a typical tactical RPG of like you moving, the enemy moving. It's just like, or one person at a time. It's like everybody chooses their actions and everybody moves at the same time. So you kind of have to like figure where's the enemy gonna go and then try to counteract that. Victory! Yes, you can easily do this mission like in 1 turn. Do some very good easy XP. You should still get decent XP on like Aragorn, Frodo, and Sam in this one. Oh god, yeah. I mean, this one 100% they took a lot of assets from the Third Age, or yeah, the Third Age and Return of the King, because those are heavily credited in the credits. So they basically like just took all those assets, downscaled them for the PSP, and threw them in as a tactical RPG. See, this one might actually be important to resistance, fear resistance, because I imagine the enemy is going to use fear quite a bit. Allies within 2 squares of Sam gain 15 action points a turn, last 2 turns. I'm on Hin. Frodo must survive. We got Aragorn, Boromir, Sam, Frodo, and Legolas. Healing is very important here. User troops protect Frodo while Aragorn and Legolas take on Lurtz. Defeat Lurtz.
By nightfall, these hills will be swarming with orcs. We must reach the woods of Lothlorien.
Boromir's gonna die. R.I.P. Boromir.
They say that a great sorceress lives in these woods. An elf witch. Of terrible power.
The quest stands upon the edge of a knife. Stray but a little and it will fail, to the ruin of all.
Every league you travel south, the danger will increase. Seldom do orcs journey in the open under the sun, yet these have done so. If you would but lend me the ring.
You are not yourself.
What chance do you think you have? You fool!
It could have been mine! It should be mine!
Frodo?
It has taken Boromir.
Where is the ring? I would have gone with you to the end. Into the very fires of Mordor. Go, Frodo.
R.I.P. Aragorn. And Boromir. Who cares about Boromir? I know, right? They should release just the Lord of the Rings trilogy on UMD. Could just watch that instead of playing the game. So much better. So we just have to defeat Lurtz, right? So. Great camera angle. Yeah, let's hope it's easier than when I was fighting Aslurts, because that was a pain in the ass. Hey, Joshua. Have a great day. No alerts is coming for us. Block. Stop blocking my... Hey, do we still have those buffs that, I guess I should have checked before and after. That company buff thing? I'm really curious if it is for, like, the entire match or not. Like, I don't see any sort of, like, icons next to their name, which usually implies there's, like, a buff active, so it might not be for... might just be for 2 turns or something. It does seem like it'd be too powerful if it was just, like, cast this once and you're good for the entire match. What's he doing down there? How'd he get down there? Stop the Shire. Nice hit. Can't hit me. We need lures to kill Boromir just to, you know, be lore accurate. Places everyone. Lurs doesn't die this turn, I don't know. Totally should have killed Boromir first, though. We've changed the past. The movie is ruined. Got a time paradox. Level 6. Mordor's just massacring those levels right now. I don't know what level to get the AoE attacks. Probably like level 10 or something. Never heard of this game? I mean, this game, obviously being an early PSP game, was probably like just, you know, it came out, was thrown into the budget bins and forgotten about. This is like a physical attack though, so it doesn't... Plus 15 damage, probably good to have. Plus 5 damage. Stone Throw could be useful, just because of the 50% chance to stun. Plus 5 damage, 40% chance to stun target, 60% if attacked from stealth. Yeah, I mean, it's a fine game just for, like, quick, you know, for just, like, if you don't play it back to back to back, like I've been doing. It's not the worst tactical RPG, but yeah. Fangorn Forest. We got Gandalf. Gandalf's back already. Capture both enemy flags. Capturing a flag, wait 2 turns, gain possession. Alright, so we only got Gandalf this time. So maybe it's good to get some extra money for Gandalf there to buff him up a bit. Yep, 30 damage done. Oh, definitely gonna get some, and definitely won't be able to monetize any of the VODs on YouTube, 100%. Let's get the Gandalf level 5. I could bring him to the I could just do the optional one there a few times with Gandalf. Oops. Get that one. Let's give him some more spirit. Shemina Moria, I guess I could do. This one should be pretty easy to do with
The ring cannot be destroyed.
since we have like 5 heroes, so them being a couple more levels there, we'll be able to massacre these guys really quickly. Spare in your wallet, now you have gas money. The best kind of gas money. Missed. Yeah, I'm convinced that these true shot things are like reducing my chance to hit, not increasing it, because there's no way in hell I should have missed that with a plus 25% chance of hitting. They're either like reducing your chance by 25%, so I think they just programmed them wrong. It has to be what it is. It makes no sense. Like, it was an 84% chance. I used the thing, and it, like, plus 25% chance to hit, and I missed them. Like, that is broken. There's 100% they miscoded that. There's no doubt about it. Yes, we got a strength and constitution, so it only lasts like 2 turns, it looks like. Hey, Corbin. Merry Boxing Day. Yeah, bro, just wreck that guy. No, Ridge. if you have a 84% chance of hitting, and then you have a plus 25% chance of hitting, what? Do the math. Even if you just took the 84% chance and then you just multiply that by 125% chance, right? Because like 25% chance greater chance of hitting, that'd still be 100%. Or at least almost 100%, be like 99 or whatever. Basically shouldn't miss. So clearly what's happening is they're subtracting 25%, not adding 25%. So they definitely fucked up somewhere. You both good, man. Odysseus? Yeah, pretty much. Like something is going wrong with the calculations in the background somewhere. Like either there's like other things that affect the percentage that they don't show you, or you can't go over 100%. But same thing with alerts. When I was using with alerts, I think every time I tried to use that attack with alerts, it failed. It missed. So far I used it like maybe this is the 3rd time I used it with Legolas, and it's missed once. So out of like maybe 8 attempts, I've hit 3 times. Something's wrong. So 100% they messed up a calculation. Instead of adding 25% chance, they subtracted 25% chance. That would make that a lot more logical. I know, what a surprise, right? We still have that buff on ourselves. Really? Why are these guys missing? Who's the size of a house? Frodo's got this. Remember the part of the movie where Frodo murdered the Balrog? That was my favorite part. And we still have to... Really, we still have to get to the other side of the bridge? That's stupid. There's nothing left alive. Ugh. Alright, so there's no point in actually fighting anything here. It's better just to, like, make a beeline for the exit. Third age, they weren't allowed to use new characters. I mean, they kind of aren't in this one, too. Like, if you look at their actual, like, in-game models, they're, like, they look vaguely similar to the characters, but they're not. Obviously, they can use the movie clips, but they don't seem to be able to use the likeness of the actors in the character models. Except for Frodo, actually, looks very close to Elijah Wood, but the rest of the characters look like they're just, like, they smeared some, you know, Vaseline on their portraits, right? 100%. Like, in the credits, they basically, like, credit, like, Third Age and the Lord of the Rings Return of the King on the PS2. Those are, like, all over the credits, so 100% they just took the models from that, and, like, that's it. And obviously, like, downported them with lower resolution textures and whatnot. Yeah, I know, right? Gandalf's gonna survive, what the hell? Gandalf's not supposed to live. Just ruin the movie. Yeah, like, look at all these characters, they just look like, they look vaguely similar, but not definitely, like, they definitely don't look like the actual actors in the movie. Like, Frodo definitely looks like Elijah Wood, so they definitely probably got his sign-off for his likeness. I mean, Elijah Wood was into video games, so that's probably why he's like, yeah, man, I want to be in a video game. Sign me up, right? Like, Aragorn looks nothing like Viggo Mortensen. Legolas doesn't look like him. Gimli just looks like a generic dwarf. Lord of the Rings RPG on the PlayStation? Which one's that? I'm trying to think if I played a PS1. I don't think I played a PS1 RPG. Lord of the Rings. There's plenty of PS2 ones I played. Actors talk about being forced to record dialogue for video games. Yeah, it was probably all in their contract, right? This is Little Jump. Huh. Big Jump. Yup. I'm sure if any of the actors, Elijah Wood would have been, like, totally into it. Yeah, probably PS2. I've definitely played some PS2 ones, including, like, Third Age might be the one you're thinking of. Might as well grab heal. Some haste. There. See if that's enough to handle that mission there. I'm gonna turn off the subtitles. Yeah, Third Age was pretty unfinished, actually. Third Age, like, the beginning was pretty good, and then, like, towards the end, it was, like, clearly they ran out of budget, or time, most likely time, and just had to put it out. So clearly it was undone. It was unfinished there. I was kind of hoping there'd be like, because you can play as the bad guys too, but I thought it was going to be like its own kind of like kind of mission. Like you would basically play kind of a Final Fantasy X with bad guys. No, you just get to play like little combat, but you're playing as the bad guys. It's been about 10 years actually. 35 consecutive streams. Multi-Gunman, it's awesome. It was 2016, so it's going to be my 10-year anniversary next year. Yeah, you get little bonuses. I was kind of hoping it'd be like an entire playthrough as the evil side. That would have been way cooler, but no. Maybe if they had more time, they might have done something like that, but who knows. Alright, Fangorn Forest. Gandalf must survive. Yeah, all these are going to be like content ID claimed on YouTube, 100%. So far, all I've gotten on Twitch is like some VOD mutes. But when I highlight it, the VOD mute goes away because it just, I guess it does, it sees the audio slightly differently, so.
Some evil gives speed to these creatures, sets its will against us.
That was the best part of the movie.
The very whips of their masters were behind them.
The Uruks are destroyed. We slaughtered them during the night.
But there were 2 hobbits. Did you see 2 hobbits with them?
2 hobbits.
We left none alive.
We took the hobbits to Isengard.
Carcasses and burned them.
Squeal! No one's gonna save you now.
You killed the hobbits too, insane. Meat's back on the menu, boys. We really need to rewatch these movies. Isengard. So everybody's gonna be like pulling up their copies of this movie and watching it now. You're welcome. Potatoes. Out of the trilogy, it's probably number 2. Number 1, obviously, like, it's just like the first book. It doesn't really get going too much. Number 2 is had a good mix of combat and stuff. Number 3, I remember very little about because that's the one I always lose steam before playing the third or before watching the third one when I watch it. So I just kind of like I never finish it. It's bad. Yeah, these movies age so well, though. There's incredible CGI for the time, so it just is incredibly well. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't perfect, but for the time, it was incredible. Like, it was mind-blowing, especially for stuff like Gollum. Like, Gollum was like holy crap. I mean, a lot of that was obviously due to Andy Serkis's acting too. I mean, that made that character like be alive. I need some of my dudes over here. Send him over here. Oh yeah, he was in a lot of stuff. Continue, Old Rain. It is. Feel like a simultaneous combat thingy where like everybody kind of moves at the same time. Storm of the Ishtar. Told them bigotures, you end up making models to scale. Yeah, I believe it. Makes me wonder, like obviously, like the Lord of the Rings was like making a big trilogy. I mean, right off the bat, they knew they were going to make a trilogy, and it was kind of a pretty much unproven director at that point. Like, what was Peter Jackson really known for at that point? Like some smaller movies. And they threw a lot of budget at this thing, and obviously, you know, after that they're like ka-ching, you know, they made their money back and then some, I'm sure. But like that was a big risk for them. Definitely paid off big time though. And obviously, once the first movie came out and, you know, did incredibly well, they you know, obviously the other movies were still in production at that time, and they probably definitely threw some more stuff into them, some more budget into them. Yeah, like very minor movies compared to like this gigantic trilogy of movies with a huge CGI budget, like a fairly unproven director at that point. So they took a huge risk by doing that, but it definitely paid off. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it was like very early on, so of course it's not gonna be perfect, but can't quite hit 3 dudes. First D&D movie came out in 2000. Lord of the Rings is being made. Just had a few months of, oh shit, when would that be done? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they didn't expect to make their money back and then some. They expect Lord of the Rings to become like the Star Wars of that generation. Warner Brothers that didn't make money? What, Lord of the Rings didn't make money? How? That's impossible. I mean, it didn't make all the money in the world. You're correct about that. They lied. I'm sure it's probably one of those things like, oh yeah, you know, we we gotta pay like a percentage of the profits to like these people. So if we say we didn't make any money, we didn't make any profits, then like, oh whoops, we don't get to pay you. Yeah, of course they did, because they knew this thing was massive. Hollywood accounting, yeah. It's just like video games, right? It's like, hey, you know, we don't have to pay you. We don't have to pay you like a bonus if we fire you all after you release the game. Yeah. Screwed themselves over there. Lose credit to its own company, yeah. Rohan Warrior has fallen. When he takes a loan from the main company, like $1 trillion bajillion, and they're paying off that loan, so they can't make a profit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they've gone through like so much stuff over the years that they know how to like to pull that shit off. They figured out the ways over the many years they've been in business. Really sucks they can't hit like 3 guys. Really? Just need to do 1 hit from that guy, and of course we miss. And now they're just healing themselves up. Great. Eric just healed himself back to full with that heal. That's so fucking annoying. why? Why are they blocking me? They just want to make these go way too long. That's what they want to do. Stop blocking me. Seriously, I could have killed these guys so many times over if they didn't block every attack. This is unfair. Come on, man, are you serious? These guys have blocked like half my attacks. This is ridiculous. This guy's not going to survive over here. I'm going to have to go... I'm going to lose this because I have like 3 guys over here taking on this one here. There's no way in hell I'm going to kill Lurtz before... and like capture the flag before those guys capture that flag, so I might as well just restart. Like, I've already lost this. It's gonna restart. No point in continuing the fight here. Probably better like gather everybody up so that way I can have like big AoEs with Gandalf and like nuke them all. This is gonna be a ridiculous battle. Let's concentrate on the southern flag first and then worry about the northern flag afterwards. Once we like wipe out like 3/4 of their team or whatever. Once we get out of Lurtz's range, he won't be able to hit us. So. Sure, Brinkler. So let's see. Move this guy down. This guy will be move over here. I don't know if he's faster than me. If he is, then I'm gonna get like interrupted right here, or I get to move down one more. This guy should be able to get out of there in time. I could do this, and then he won't. Well, same thing. So if he moves over here, then no matter what. So yeah. Gather them all up. This is a hell of a range. Hey, we finally killed one. Interrupted. Alright, now that they're finally gathered together, I can do a nice AoE. Yeah, 4 people. Wow. Great AoE. Misses 3 of them and hits 1 for 10. Ugh. How the hell is he still in range? Well, they do have a lot of like cut scenes in these that didn't show up in the actual movies or even the director's cut. So there is definitely some extra content, but it's not just exclusive to this. It's also in the Lord of the Rings whatchamacallit there, the Third Age and stuff like that. Definitely some unique scenes though. Can we hit people now instead of just, like, hitting nobody? Well, at least we hit 2 people for, like, more than 10 damage. It's better than nothing. And we killed one of the shields, hooray! Been better than last time. What, they have reinforcements? Fuck. We didn't have reinforcements last time. I guess now that we actually killed some of them, they're like, surprise, there's more. My free time? I have free time. I mean, generally, if I'm gonna be doing anything in my free time, it's probably gonna be just little puzzle games and stuff. Don't really have too much in the way of free time, per se. Let's get this guy killed here. I am. It's an amazing game. Yeah, we're definitely doing way better than we did last time. How the fuck can he shoot so far? I guess he has mainly an archer, but Jesus. It's like the opposite side of the map. Bad boss. Yeah, welcome to East. The joys of East. Just in case these guys try to go away here. Let's move towards them. Good job, guys. Very nice. Counterattack and the critical hit. Dude, heal for 75, like what the hell? This is a fairly early battle, and they're like healing for like massive amounts. It's kind of bullshit. God, why does he do so much damage? Just sucks. Just stun alerts. You have a chance in hell. Of course he blocks me. Wait, wasn't he stunned? Fucking hell. Back to full health to that guy. Yeah, you would think the Mordor guys wouldn't be using Atlas. Doesn't seem like something they should be using. Missed. Like 2 feet away from him, Gandalf. What the hell? So that guy's like trying to shoot that guy from like the opposite side of the map. Yeah, only one dude left on this side. Isn't there a brown wizard? Wasn't he in like... I don't know if he was in the books, but... I missed somebody who was literally stunned. Radagast, yeah. Radagast the Brown. Yeah, he was stunned. I don't know how the hell he's able to cast anything when he's stunned. Wizard and the Hobbit and the Santa sleigh pulled by rabbits. Yeah. Yeah, the Hobbit being stretched into 3 movies is just utter Hollywood bullshit there. That should not have been 3 movies. At the most, it was like 1 movie worth of content, and they're like, nah. We need to cash this in as much as we can. I really hope Lurtz doesn't have a heal. It's gonna suck. Thank God, because if he healed there, I would have been pissed. Especially since he was like 1 hit point from death. Alright, do we need to capture the flag? Good. I was gonna say, if we have to capture the flag after defeating the person, that would suck. Mud Wizard. Alright, let's hope this is the most annoying battle in the game, because that was a bad one. That was awful. Yeah, how come Gandalf's still the gray here, by the way? Shouldn't he be, like, the white at this point? Like, the next time Gandalf shows up after fighting the, Balrog there, was Gandalf the White. Oops. I haven't even checked to see if we're getting 18 missions like we did in the Evil playthrough, but so far I'm assuming every single one of these maps is just repeated, but now we're playing from the opposite side. Yeah, we're Rohan Warrior. I was gonna say, like, do we even have any of our dudes? Gandalf's gonna show up, so I guess I can level up Gandalf more. All type of RPGs. Action RPGs are fun. You know, it's good to get a little bit of a break from just playing, like, you know, one type. Like, JRPGs are probably my favorite, but I wouldn't want to play just purely JRPGs, right? So tactical RPGs are probably like my least favorite. That or roguelikes, I guess. Like the mystery dungeon games be kind of the ones I'm the least favorite. But otherwise, oops. I mean, have both these guys. Hey, Sib. Merry Boxing Day, Sib. How's it going? Well, even roguelikes in general, right? I mean, Mystery Dungeon obviously is being the most well-known of them, but like any of these roguelikes, especially the ones with like random, like the really roguelike ones with like random items, especially items that can be cursed and things that can like rust your weapons, that kind of stuff. Like those are just just awful. It's going great. Grinding some money with the Fellowship. So we're broke. Okay. I think I had way more range than I thought he would. I can't attack the Witch King. Annoying. Oh, there's been plenty. Stuff like the, you know, the early Genesis ones, like Labyrinth of something or other. There's a couple on the Dreamcast. There's a couple on the PS2. Trying to think of what the last one I played was. Probably the Eternal Quest was probably the last one. That one had a banging soundtrack, but the game itself was kind of meh. It definitely became better once you realize how to break the game, but even then it's just a slog. Got Tower of Druaga. Was that after or before Eternal Quest? I remember. Yeah, Chocobo's Dungeon, the Torneko on the PS1. And Torneko being the first Mystery Dungeon game. Drag was last? Yeah, possibly. So it's definitely been lots. Still, like, probably the least common of the subgenres by a good margin. I mean, tactical RPGs only started really showing up in North America around the PS1 era. Yeah. I'm sure roguelike's probably more common on the PC, which is where, you know, Rogue came from. The original Rogue. D&D beat 'em up? No, I don't count. I don't count. Just because it's based on D&D, I don't count it as being like a RPG. I remember there was a D&D one on the NES I ended up cutting because like it wasn't an RPG at all. Like the quote-unquote experience is basically score, literally just score. There's no like level up system whatsoever. It was basically like an adventure game at best. Alright, let's get the Searing Light 2. Alright, this should be good enough for now. We can get Light on the Maiar too, as well. Let's buff him up as much as we can. Actually, doesn't. Well, I'm assuming he doesn't have those big AoEs. They probably don't get that until like way later. No point even checking. Not at level 4, he wouldn't get it. Actually beat Final Fantasy 8 in a rental period. How long was the rental period? Like a week? 38,000. Was it like an idle game? Because how the hell do you put 38,000 hours on? How do you even put? How many years is 38,000 hours? You left the game running. Yeah, it's literally 4.5. That's like 4.5 years if you just left the game running constantly. Like, if you're dedicated to doing that, then you're clearly doing it to troll. You're not leaving a negative review after 4.5 years of leaving the game running. Either you did some sort of hack to make it look like you're playing that much, or you're just purposely doing it as a meme. In terms of single RPG so far, I mean, it was just overthrown recently with the Xenoblade Chronicles. So Xenoblade Chronicles so far is the longest, followed shortly behind by Dragon Quest VII. In terms of like single game like collection, it'd be the Arclight collection, but that's 3 games, so I don't really count that. But single game, yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles, followed shortly by the Dragon Quest VII. And I came very close to beating Dragon Quest VII with Morrowind, but I started getting that dirty disk error issue, which is a known issue on the Xbox. And when you start getting that, you're like, you probably want to get the game done soon because you can get a corrupted save. So I kind of hurried up finishing up Morrowind, even though I still had a few more things to do in that game. Gotta make sure. Yeah, Second Frontier. I mean, Second Frontier, I played every character on that one. That was the first time I did that on a Sega game, and probably the last time, because, man, later Sega games were not as good. Not that Second Frontier was good, but... Alright. There, got all his current levels of spells. That should help a bit. I don't really need any stats, so. I gave it 4 stars. Yeah, I don't know why the hell I gave it 4 stars. So many unfinished. So many of the characters were like completely unfinished. Like there was a couple good ones, like Red and the robot and Acellus were kind of fleshed out for the most part, but some of the other ones, like Blue, pissed me off a lot. And of course, Loot was literally like, all right, here you go. Go to the boss. Oh wait, you can't fight him yet. You gotta go grind. We're not gonna give you any story though. Just go do some grinding. Imagine starting off with Loot as your first character. Be like, what the hell? What is this shit?